All right, YouTube, welcome back. Another episode of the Ask Stevie show. Whew, just got back in, so I'm a little bit out of breath. Today's question: how to stay grounded and develop a grounding practice. My R's sound so much like W's. I need to practice my pronunciation. How to stay grounded and develop a grounding practice. That's better. Okay. So I'll hit Audacity and open up the episode. What's up, friends, family, followers? I am so glad you're here. I hope the day is kicking on all cylinders for you. It's me, Steven Safak, with a really cool question. The question is how to stay grounded and develop a grounding ritual. How to stay grounded and develop a grounding ritual. There's a lot of ways to look at grounding. You can see grounding as being deeply relaxed, being in parasympathetic state, being connected to creation, to matter, to earth, to your uniqueness, settling into who you are as a being having a material experience. So I'll try to speak to as many points as possible while I answer the question, how to stay grounded and develop a grounding ritual. I think, and I'll answer these in order, I think the way to stay grounded is to stay mindful and aware. First of all, that's the necessary prerequisite. If you're losing yourself in your thoughts, if you're losing yourself in your worries, if you're losing yourself in fleeting identities, in material possessions or experiences, it's very difficult to stay grounded. And if you go through the day with a high level of mindfulness, a high level of present moment awareness, 0-point focus flow, as dialed in as you want to make it, but at least a baseline level of awareness, it's very much easier to prevent the anxiety, the overwhelm, the overthinking, all these things that happen when we disconnect from creation, aka become ungrounded. Being ungrounded, again, there's a lot of ways to look at it. But let's focus on today's question, trying to keep the 7-minute promise. So once you've got that baseline of awareness dialed in, you're meditating as many minutes or hours a day as you need to carry that focus between and through and across your meditation sessions so that in your regular life, you have the ability to stay present and watch yourself and relate to yourself while you're going about your day. Then the next step is, I would say, the breath and the feet and the root. I'm a kinesthetic person, so I'll bring this to food and thinking in a minute, but let's start with, now that you got this awareness baseline, we're meant to walk barefoot on the earth because it's so magnetically charged. It disposes of asymmetrical magnetic energies. It disposes of dirty electric energies very easily. And when you press your toes into the ground and you breathe, the breath being the mechanism where electricity comes in, and it will follow where the magnetics are. So you press your toes into the ground, which are the two main grounding points for your body, your root chakra, your perineum muscles, your genital root muscles, and your anal sphincter muscles comprise the root. You can flex all three of these groups of muscles at once. Depending on which branch of yoga you follow, the root lock could be considered just the central of these three muscles, just the perineum group, the perineal group, or the root lock could be considered the genital group, the perineum, and the anal sphincter group. However, you flex these muscles, and again, you relax and you flex, and there's a million ways to do this in modalities, but that's the third connection point. So you can sit on the ground and you can stand on the ground. The less clothing, no rubber, don't use rubber, it'll block any current, but the less clothing you'll wear. The reason natives used to wear moccasins, leather shoes, is because what happens when you sweat in leather, it builds up the salt from your sweat, the electrolytes that conduct electricity that you sweat out build up in the leather moccasins, and they become little vortexes, little electrical vortexes that suck up all the good magnetic energy from the ground and throw it right into your feet, which are the 2 points. And again, the root is, if you have a strong enough root, you can feel the earth coming up when you're standing, especially going up your legs and coalescing there. Or you sit on the ground directly, you'll feel that energy straight away. So focusing on those areas as you breathe slowly and deeply. Breathe slowly and deeply, breathe slowly and deeply, and allow the energy to flow and follow the breath to and from the earth into your body from the earth, and into the earth from your body. And just breathe in and out and allow that energy to flow. Practice flexing those 3 key points, practice relaxing them, practice breathing in and out, holding your breath. Just feel it out. The reason I'm not being specific is because I want you to feel curious about what I'm talking about, not just hear it from me and then scroll on Netflix, but go outside and try it. Grounding foods that are homemade and nourishing, made with love, made with calm energy, made with pure intention, not processed fast foods for grounding. And again, if we lose that baseline of awareness, and we're going to just eat whatever. So this all is dependent on being able to stay aware throughout the day. Root vegetables are also another great grounding food. Potatoes, carrots, yams, even like celery, melons even. Anything that grows in the ground, near the ground, is going to have a high ratio of magnetic energy. Now, the mental aspect is about staying present. If you focus on the future too much, you're not grounded. If you focus on the future, if you focus on the past too much, you're not grounded. You bypass the future, you're not grounded. You bypass the past, you're not grounded. So honor your future self, honor a plan for your future. Don't dwell, don't be anxious on it. Recognize your past, learn from your mistakes, be honest about what you did, but don't dwell on it. Don't identify with it. That'll keep you grounded. A correct relationship with the past and future. Emotionally, you have to let go. So you have to feel everything all the way and express it somehow. Poetry, art, communication, a walk, a prayer. Because those blocked emotions prevent that present mindful, excuse me. Because those blocked emotions will prevent you from staying in flow. They pull you to the future and past. Spiritually, develop your relationship with not just God. That's the trick, the big trick here. Because God is a electric, masculine, energizing force that comes from up above. The Father in heaven, the celestial Father, the Son. These are not the only major aspect of creation. There's also creation itself, which is the feminine force. Literally nature, but not just nature, all the stuff, the computers, the desk, the furniture, the bed, the floor, the walls, the lamp, the picture on the wall, the mini blinds, all of that is goddess. And so it's a two-way relationship. Ungroundedness happens when you overemphasize your relationship with the Godfather spiritually, and you underemphasize your relationship with creation, with the material realm. It's when you shame materialism and you say money is dirty and I don't need to acquire things. I don't want stuff. It's actually patriarchy. You're denying goddess all around us, because guess what? Has creation not given you everything you need to survive up until this point without once leaving you wanting for water and food to the point where you die. If you're listening to this, creation has kept you alive. That's love. You can feel that love. And that's magnetic love. It comes up from the ground. It's the motherly love. Even if you don't have access to your motherly love, you can access the great goddess creation. So don't just pray to God, also pray to goddess. Don't just head in the clouds when you're praying or doing affirmations, but ground them. Time in nature is huge for this, but the maintenance, let me see what the other part of the question was. Yeah, the practice is just a matter of adding tasks into your daily routines, your morning routines, your evening routines. Man, I'm losing my voice this episode, going for 10 minutes here. And I said I was going to go fast. Well, some are long, some are short. Get what you get. Point being, add items from this episode into your daily routines and do them every day, because routine is the last piece of application to stay grounded. You don't just try them once. You don't wait till you're losing your mind. You don't let the universe crap on you 1,000 times and then say, I'm going to get grounded. You have to build it into the 24-hour cycle, into a weekly cycle. But the daily cycle is the most critical for your day-to-day functioning. And we want to stay grounded day to day. So you need to do something every day. So put some stuff into your morning and evening routine designed to ground you. Do it every day, and the magic will happen. When you just do something with intention once every 24 hours with the natural cycle of the sun and the moon, it creates space for so much magic to happen. And there's no better place to start doing that than with a grounding routine if you're an anxious person or you're an overthinker. So I hope this episode helps you. Much love. Take care and be blessed. It's a long episode, YouTube, but we crushed it. Man, I was losing my voice. I apologize for that. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment below if you liked it. Check out more on the right side. Leave me a message. Leave me a website hit, whatever you want to do. Much love.